Hello bleepers, how the devil are you? So recently in the comments on some of my videos I've been getting some rather aggressive messages saying why do you metal detectorists use camouflage? Some of those people are metal detectorists themselves and presume that we do it because we're in some sort of gang or club or something. So for those people that choose to mooch along in their luminous green speedos, I've outlined 5 reasons why we choose to use military camouflage. So reason number 1 is that ex-military clothing tends to have a lot of pockets which you can utilise and use. Pockets are very handy when you're metal detecting because it gives us options. We could have a pointer in one, we could have our fines pouch in another, we could have cleaning equipment in another, we could have a little bit of food in another. Now if you twin this with a tactical vest, you have no need to use a bag whilst metal detecting. I did a review on my tactical vest, it's right up there if you want to check that out, and that points out why I choose to use them. So reason number 1, options. Now reason number 2, and a lot of ex-military people will tell you that this gear is rugged. It was created to be rugged. It was created for war environments. Now in this country in particular it can get rather tetchy out on the field. It can get very muddy. It'll either be horrifically muddy and cold and dirty and horrible, or it will be horrifically hot. It will be the opposite, and then you have to deal with snow, rain, sleet, hail and everything on top. The military stuff that I use from the British Army tends to be very durable. It literally has bullets thrown at it and all sorts of things that tend to go bang. So if it can handle those hardcore environments elsewhere in the world, you would like to think that it would be able to do the same whilst metal detecting. And it transposes absolutely perfectly to the hobby as well. Reason number 3 is that there is a lot of it, and therefore it's cheap. And we like cheap, don't we? So you can get really good equipment, military camouflage, military, for a reasonably cheap price second hand. Now, I keep on saying military because this is the stuff I'm talking about. You can get obviously camouflage clothes from any shop which has got camouflage patterning on it, but it will not have that kind of military durability. You could go to a camping shop and go buy a jacket which is camouflaged and it'll cost you £150, and personally I still think that it probably doesn't have the durability of something which is created to be shot at. So that's it, it's as simple as that. It's cheap, it's easy to get hold of. Number 4, it's camouflaged. I don't know if you noticed, probably not because I'm standing in front of this bush. Luckily I'm ginger, so you can probably see my... It's like an invisible man with just a beard flying around everywhere because I'm so camouflaged. Now why would we not want to be seen? It doesn't always have to be for nefarious reasons. I mean, if you can't figure out why you wouldn't want to be seen on a field, let's go number 1. Okay, so I have a farmer that only lets me detect at night because people have seen me on the field previously in my luminous green speedos whilst metal detecting and said, hey, I'm going to go ask the farmer. If the farmer allows people to have permission, I'm going to go ask farmer for permission, and they bugged him big time and he hates it. Number 1 reason. Number 2 reason, metal detecting is a vast hobby with many different types of people in it, and sometimes we get a finger pointed at us, oh they're metal detectorists, but the truth is that someone could go into Argos, any shop now, Walmart, whatever, if you're in America or any other country, buy a metal detector, and it's almost, in some people's eyes, as soon as they bought the metal detector they become a metal detectorist, but that's not the truth. A lot of people don't understand the rules about metal detecting when they first get in it, and they presume, like many of the public do, that you can just walk onto land and go metal detecting. That would be a bad idea. If you watch this video up here, Beginner's Guide to Metal Detecting, I'll explain to you why that's a bad idea. So again, if these people that have just gone to buy a new metal detector have seen you on a field and they just presume that they're allowed to go on the field, they will go on the field and off they go. That's happened to me a few times as well. Another reason that you would not want to be seen on a field by yourself is that Alex and his droogies could be driving around looking for a bit of fun, coked up, drunk, people driving around country lanes, see somebody on the field by themselves, they'll just go and have a bit of fun with that guy over there, and they could come and produce a violent malaise towards your good self. Sometimes it's best not to be seen by the general public in certain circumstances, and I would say an isolated circumstance would probably be one of those. I think it's a good idea just not to stick out whilst you're metal detecting. Personally, that's what I believe anyway. Right, reason number 5, and the last reason, is that a lot of metal detectorists, not all metal detectorists, but okay, let's say a large amount of metal detectorists tend to be ex-military. Why this is, number one, they could feel affiliated with their own history for the country that they've served and protected, and therefore would be interested in their history. This fly just went in my eye. That could be number one. Number two could be a mental health reasoning, such as PTSD. Again, I've got a video that I did called mental health and metal detecting, where I kind of looked into some depth as to why metal detecting is good for our mental health, and that would that kind of fits perfectly with an ex-soldier which has experienced things that he didn't enjoy, or she didn't enjoy. So perhaps they choose to metal detect to calm their minds. Also, ex-military people may choose to use equipment like this, and there's a lot of them, as I already discussed, because they know this equipment like the back of their hands. They literally know it like the back of their hands. They have to know it like the back of their hands because of the situations they're put into concerning wars and battles. You don't want to be fumbling around looking for something. You know, that means time, and time could mean a bullet in your head. No, that's not something that you would particularly enjoy. So if they want to quickly get somewhere quickly on their clothing, bam, it's right there. Transpose, we can move that to metal detecting. My friend Mark, he knows all of his pockets have certain things. I'm an idiot, I just go, I can't find that. But ex-military people tend to be slightly more organised than myself. And also, they also know how rugged it is. They know that they can get hold of it. They might even have some from when they were in the services. So it just makes absolute sense that a lot of ex-military people, of which there are a lot who choose to metal detect, would use military camouflage clothing. So there you go, 5 reasons as to why we would choose to use this stuff right in the faces of the bigots and the opinionated. It's not a fashion thing, my friends, it's just simply about practicality. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.